Well, good morning everybody, and welcome to another episode of Real Country with Jeff and Melanie. I'm going to do a little quick Burning Daylight coffee break this morning. Hope everybody had a good weekend. We didn't do a whole lot. It was just one of those weekends we felt like laying around and taking it easy, and for the most part, that's pretty much all we did. It's nice every now and then to take a day or two and just bum around the house and rest. My wife works a lot of long hours at her job, and I tell you, I can tell I'm getting older, because after about 2 to 4 hours out here in this 100-degree heat in October, I get tired, get hot and sweaty. And then after you take you about an hour lunch break, come back out here, it's harder to get back started. But just thought this morning I'd do a little quick tour out here again. Today is October the 7th. It's my mama's 81st birthday. So happy birthday, Mama. We're going to go see her after a while, quick as we can, and try to wish her a happy birthday. I'm working on a surprise birthday present for you. I'll show y'all before it's over, but she won't see this. Mom doesn't play with the internet or YouTube, so by the time she sees it, y'all may have done seen it, but that's okay. But I'm gonna try something new. Been meaning to do it, and now with the temperatures, I hope, fixing to start breaking. They say we're gonna be in a cool spell coming up later this week. It's gonna get to where the highs are only about 85 to 88. But they talking by next weekend we may have a few evenings it gets down in the upper 50s, and that's gonna feel like a cold snap, I promise you. But yeah, I've been working on some firewood, and hopefully I'm gonna start out here and start working on our outdoor kitchen. I like to call it our little country club, because I'm the only member of any group that have me in it. So my wife might let me stick around if I build the building. But I'm going to start trying to get out here early and get a much better head start on the day. I should have done it all summer when it was hot, but I've been lazy. But I'm going to try to go back to the sure enough old-timey country ways of getting up and actually getting started before daylight. If I can get my farm chores done, then during the meat of the day, I have time to do other things I want to do. So hopefully starting tomorrow, my next little video, it may be dark when I come out here. But I'm going to start doing like a old-timey little wake-up call. Talk a little bit about the hot topics, weather, things going on around the farm, upcoming events, and have a little, sure enough, little coffee break in the morning. But that'll all kick off in the morning. Today, I'm literally waiting on the paint to dry. Actually, it's poly. Oh, here's a buddy of mine. Let me show you this big old pretty spider out here. Ain't he a mess? Got him a big old web out here. That's an extreme close-up. Alrighty, maybe he'll catch some of these mosquitoes been aggravating me all summer and make it feel a little better for me. But yeah, one of the last times I was out here filming, I believe I was splitting some firewood, so just gonna turn around and show you some of what we've done. This was what I worked on the other day. And that ain't a whole lot, probably about 10-15 foot of log. But that'll be a mini a campfire, mini a piece of red oak firewood to go in the house. And I need about 20 more of them, because I've got several more trees that's been took out in these tornadoes, and several more I got to cut. And just walk around over here. This big old pine I had to take out because I'm planning on putting our country kitchen and a little country club kind of over here in this area. This is a future burn pile one night when we feel like sitting around a fire. And there's another great big old log. I'm gonna do a lot of woodworking and carving out of it, making me some log carvings and furniture. Got to finish that Widowmaker that pine hung up in. That'll be a lot of firewood right there. But if you'll notice back here on this log, I started marking off these blue lines. And on some of these blue lines I marked off, let me turn this back around where I can see. Those are 8-foot increments. And I'm going to try to build this outdoor shed, country kitchen, outdoor kitchen, whatever you want to call it, country club, and not use it no more material than I have to buy. I know I'm going to need nails and screws, but I'm going to try to use as much natural material as I can. So these 8-foot log increments, I'm going to try to skin the bark off of them and cut them in 8-foot lengths and use them for the beams, the corner post, as you will. And then between that and some of that pallet wood I was showing you in another video that I'm going to try to break up, I'm going to try to use that pallet wood to frame it. Like I said, I'm not planning on a permanent house. I just want something to kind of take the wind off, keep the rain off, let us have a little shade under it, maybe build a screened-in porch. And all we're going to do is come out here and basically grill outside and maybe put a picnic table or something on it where we can sit down and eat and be able to sit out here around a fire pit and relax in the evening, have a little privacy on the back 2 acres. Try not to bother nobody else, and hopefully won't let nobody bother us, and just peace and quiet. So I'm going to get out here starting later on this week, start cutting some of those up, skinning the bark, and then may come over here and start leveling them up. And then some of these other logs I may cut into, lengths and just chainsaw mill them the best I can and use that for some of my siding. Might even use it for some flooring. It just depends on how good it'll turn out as I go. I'm not saying I won't use store manufactured lumber, but I'm only going to use what I got to. Being poor folks, you don't have a lot of money to buy material, and that's one reason it takes so long to get anything done. But we've talked about this for a year or two and put it off. If we keep putting it off, we ain't never going to do nothing. So that'll be coming up real soon. And let's ease back up here toward the garden. Let me turn around and let's see where we're going. Excuse the mess as always. My whole life and my farm is a work in progress, and I know I showed this wood pile. I've got to split the rest of them up. I've got some over there needs to be split and put up. But we'll head up here on the trail and go up here. I tell you, it just barely is. I'm running late on my morning coffee break. I've been busy working. But it was still morning when we started. And it is hot. It is muggy. Some days I don't think cool weather's ever gonna come. Here it is October and I still could be wearing a bikini. And I know that's a scary thought. But it's time of year to scare people, October. But here we go, another little view, some more. Fixing to have some more cherry tomatoes ready. Got a bunch of little green ones in here. And I picked them ones I showed you last time. Here's some more pretty red ones that I'm gonna pick before I go in the house. Here's some more about to turn. They'll be good eating in a salad. But I'm working on my mama. Just about finished. A log chainsaw carved bench. And let's see how good this will show up. This is the backrest. And on the backrest I carved an owl in there. And I know before anybody gets on to me, it ain't the world's greatest owl, but like I said, I'm self-taught and had the worst teacher in the world. But that's supposed to be a barn owl peering out through like a hole in a tree. And I just thought that'd make a nice little backrest. Something pretty to see. All I got to do now is flip it over, and I just put a coat of varnish on the log. Turn it over and hit the back side. Right here, same thing. This is going to be the seat of it. And let me walk us over here. And this is going to be the back and the framework for the seat. I took a big old log, split it in half, carved a backrest and the seat on it. Let me back up just a hair. So that seat part will fit on that bottom, and we'll screw it in place to be a solid seat, and the backrest will fit up on the back. And like I said, if I was going to sell these things, I'd try to sell them for somewhere in the neighborhood of $250, $300. But since this is for Mama's birthday, I think I'll cut her slack and give it to her for free. Because except for a little bit of varnish and about, see, 12 screws maybe, that's about all I'm going to have in it but a little sweat. So, everybody out there in TV land, and I know you all know my mama. Don't tell her, it's a surprise. But just joking, folks. Just trying to have a little bit of good clean fun. But hopefully, Mama's always liked to sit outside and have a flower bed. This will give her something that she can sit in from now on, and if for something happens it tears up, we'll make another one. But I got to get the poly done, and then the assembly won't happen until we get over to Mama's. When this thing's all put together, it's going to be a couple 100 pounds. That's solid pine. And by myself, I don't want to try to hurt my back picking it up, putting it in a bed of a truck. Then again, the heavier it is and the more awkward it is, better my shot is of skinning it up and ruining it. So we're going to try to baby it and make sure it don't get beat up. And maybe Mama will like it. But folks, that's going to wrap up my little morning coffee break. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. Please tell your friends and subscribe. Like I said, fall's kicking in. There's going to be a lot of fun things going on. A lot of Halloween, autumn-based things we're going to play with and try to have some fun and cut up. And stick around with us. Hopefully you'll see something you enjoy and tell your friends. So till the next time we see you, if the good Lord's willing the creek don't rise, we'll see y'all next time. Thank y'all.